I know, it looks like a jail, to be honest.
How does it feel knowing you run a prison?
What was the most missing assignments?
Yeah, you won.
To be honest, I had nothing. I don't remember anything from your class. How are you, sir?
Good. Mrs. Dennis is like, who is that? Hey, how you doing, man?
Good to see you. How was everything? How was
It's good.
school?
It's good. It's good.
Um,
It's different. I mean, but you were here when we opened.
I know, it looks like a jail, to be honest. Whoa, that was weird.
Oh yeah, we've got all types of stuff. Oh yeah, see, there's your junior one.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, look at that. Who's there in front of the senior?
Oh, look at that. Look at Eric right there.
Always been your right hand.
Yo, how does it feel knowing you run a prison?
Huh? What is this? Let the kids have gum. Yo, this is fuck. Oh, no. That's so bad, dude.
That's sophomore year.
Hey, hold up. Check this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Best and most. I won every time they had this category, so I'm not surprised that I won this year. I like to make myself laugh, and in the process, I make other people laugh. I like to be happy. Yo, flex. I like that. That's good. That's good stuff. Still true to this day.
You got a C first semester.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah, you're like, yeah.
C's get degrees. I didn't get a degree,
And you got a C second semester.
but. Woohoo!
Yeah. 8 missing assignments.
Still waiting on those.
Yeah,
I'm gonna turn those in eventually.
Still waiting, right? Let's see. Should probably
8
like
missing
it-
assignments. What was the most missing assignments though?
Oh, in that house? Yeah, you won.
I won.
Oh yeah, you had one semester in
Like
that.
that.
Yeah, you were good first semester.
Yeah, it was good. And it like.
And then you're like, wait a minute, I'm 15, I'm 16, what am I doing?
What are your thoughts on freaking college, Daily? Not your teacher thoughts, your real thoughts.
I think it's great, but I mean, it really depends on the person. I mean, I needed it. I never tried in school because I wasn't that interested.
It didn't like it didn't make sense to do like all this stuff. Like to be honest, I had nothing. I don't remember anything from your class.
You're not using, the history knowledge or the French Revolution. Why would you use that? But working with people, and I mean, it was a very diverse group,
Right.
and I really saw you do that. I remember your classmates got frustrated when you didn't follow through on things, but everyone enjoyed working with you. The hard part, I think, for you was, you liked the social aspects of the school, you liked the creative part, but you didn't like the busy work that's just built into it.
Yeah.
I was never worried about you. I was never worried about you being successful. That was never a problem. So when you came in the class and we were doing stuff, there was never like, I'm worried about that kid.
He ended up going to college. I ended up not trying it and didn't like it. And he finished his college. He got his degree and everything. He's like, shit, I don't know what I'm gonna do like the rest of my life. Like I was like, dude, come work for me. We're friends, and I will teach you more than like you have learned. Cause you learn a lot in the real world. Like you've probably learned everything you know as an adult. Being a father, being like all that shit teaches you more than like anything you can learn. Like sitting down, like you can't sit in a class, and they're gonna teach you how to be a good dad.
Lack of motivation, if that makes sense. So it's
Well,
like
so here's the thing. Like, what is your degree in?
environmental studies,
And what do you do for me?
marketing.
I'm not against college. I'm a little against college because they charge a bunch, and I think that's like my biggest thing. Like, if it was like cheaper, it'd be better. I'm against it if your main goal is to make money. Because with him, all the time, like we always have these conversations where it's like what do you want out of life? Because like people, when they see this flashy shit on social media, they see the Rolex, they see the fucking car, they see all that stuff. They're like, oh, like he doesn't get it, and I totally get it. But keep in mind, like this is what I like. Everyone, like you have to know, like I feel what makes you happy is the most important part.
Yeah. Well, and I gotta be honest, you'd be bored anyways.
I would be.
If you were doing something else. And I think that was probably part of the problem in school was you were probably bored.
Yeah.
You weren't being challenged by interesting things. And the fact is, we're kind of tied to what we have to teach.
Right,
And we
right.
try to make it as interesting as
that's-
possible.
and
But if
that's
you don't have a
another
passion for history, nothing I do is going to really,
You want to impact kids, but they tell you to do it in this way, so you're limited by the guidelines. Yeah.
Instead of
And
core
at the same time,
structure.
you have each kid for like an hour.
Yeah.
So here it was like.
Yeah, it's
an
like
hour and
a
half.
factory.
Yeah, it's like.
I mean, it was weird here. We didn't have bells, but if you think about it, bells are just shift changes.
True.
You know.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just the
That's
workers
true.
going to the different
Yeah,
factories.
it's great. So I think my mom thought when I dropped out of college, she's like, he just wants to fucking smoke weed and like sit at home and do nothing. It's hard to like convince them like, hey, I'm not trying to do that. Just trying to figure out a better way that fits me a little bit more.
It's just a generational thing, I think.
It is great. So it's changing a little bit.
If you notice something with the kids changing, it's you that's changed, not the kids. Years ago, they were trying to figure out what was the biggest indicator for success, you know, in the future, in life. You know, was it GPA? Was it SAT scores? Was it degrees? And when they came out, none of that really kind of mattered. What they found was the number one indicator to show if somebody was going to be successful and happy when they got older was teacher opinion. It didn't matter what their grades or the other things were. It was kind of just they saw them interact with their peers and they saw them in everyday things, and it was a much better indicator of future success.
How was I as a student?
You like to goof around. You like to have fun.
Still do.
Yeah.
Still do. It's, yeah, that's like a thing too, because they're like, I'm still the same Rene. I still fuck around a lot. I do very irresponsible things. But it's like now I'm in charge of people. So it's like, who put me in charge?
You did.
I did.
No, what do you do? I mean, I see
Everyone
the
asks-
spreadsheet.
everyone asks
I see
that.
the things. I mean,
I was
it's
like,
funny.
what
'cause-
do you do?
Correct me when I'm wrong. You're putting together markets with products.
Yes and no. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
a big macro, like big
Super
picture.
general sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
How it works is you literally just find like something that people need and give it to them, and it makes money. It spits out money. It's literally that easy. Like this is cool because he's seen this because he came and I already had 3 6-figure companies. I built one in front of him just to kind of show him because you don't know how easy it is until you see it. It's not real when I'm online. I'm saying you could build a 6-figure company. Blah 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 blah. People are like, oh, he's a bullshitter or he's not telling the truth. But you saw it.
It's
It
really
was
just
there was
that
this company
simple about
making
just
nothing,
Having an idea.
and yeah, we
laying it out.
sat there for like 13 hours
14
and just
hours, yeah.
refined it.
You know, you got a unique personality, and that is what allowed you to achieve all of this. You know.
Break rules, never make 'em. She act up, I replace her. Make a million, then say some. Make a million, then say some.